Hey guys! School is sadly starting again, but that means some of you get to pick out a new laptop. The laptop market is huge, but there's one laptop that has gotten a lot of love over the past year, and it's the M1 MacBook Air. I'm sure many of you have heard about it already, but after using this laptop extensively for school and personal work, I think it's the perfect laptop for students, and I'm here to help you learn more about it. Let's start with the hardware. The MacBook Air is made completely out of aluminum with no plastic parts, which means it feels really nice and premium. It can hold up really well over time if you take care of it, but the shell is easily scratchable, so you might want to invest in a sleeve or a skin. And a premium quality carries over when you flex on your friends by opening a laptop with one finger. The keyboard, touchpad, and screen are also all top of the class. The display, even if 2016 bezels, look great in most lighting conditions. With 400 nits of brightness, it is plenty for indoors, but the screen won't get bright enough if you're using it outside with harsh sunlight. The display also has very nice colors, and for the nerds out there, it covers a wide P1 color gamut for any kind of color-sensitive work, such as photo and video editing or graphic design. And with the 2560 by 1600 resolution, text and images look crisp and sharp. You can't see any pixels even if you put the screen unhealthily close to your face. This is much better than the washed out 1080p displays you find on other $1,000 laptops. The only thing everyone is still begging from Apple is the touchscreen. Come on Apple, it's time. And that clickety-clackety keyboard is so satisfying to type on. Writing essays and rushing assignments in class is actually enjoyable thanks to this keyboard. You can actually type really fast because of a short travel distance, and it has a nice tactile click to it as well. It's not mushy or hard to actuate at all. The backlight is also really useful for typing in the dark. And before I forget, one of my favorite keys on the laptop is the emoji/language changer key. It's so nice to be able to text emojis from the computer keyboard without memorizing some long shortcut to open the emoji menu. It's also useful for anyone who needs to type in a second language. And as a cherry on top, there's a fast and accurate fingerprint sensor on the power button in the top right corner, so your friends can't steal your password and log in. And of course, this MacBook has the best trackpad in the universe that we've all come to love from Apple. If you haven't tried one before, it's life-changing. Its super smooth and silky glass surface tracks really well, and gestures work flawlessly. It's also pretty big, which makes it super comfortable to use. And interestingly enough, the trackpad doesn't actually physically press down, but instead uses some crazy magical haptic wizardry to imitate a trackpad click. This is great for long-term durability since nothing can get stuck and make the trackpad sticky. Another bonus is that the trackpad is basically silent and doesn't have an annoying clicking sound. The speakers sound pretty good, but because the laptop is so thin, they aren't very loud. It's definitely enough to watch some movies and shows with your roommates though. The webcam is usable for online meetings and classes, but Apple definitely needs to put their 1080p iMac webcam in this laptop. The microphone sounds pretty great too. Here is what you will look and sound like when you hop on a video call during class. My biggest gripe with this laptop, however, is the lack of ports. There are only 2 USB-C ports on this laptop, so you are forced to buy all sorts of dongles and adapters if you want to connect peripherals, storage, or monitors. But if you're a light user and don't need to plug anything in, you'll be perfectly fine. At least Apple didn't take out the headphone jack. Yet. Anyways, let's move on to performance. Even after almost a year since release, the MacBook has held up really well and continued to surpass basically every Windows laptop in its class. The performance and efficiency of the M1 chip is just unbeatable. Doing day-to-day tasks such as browsing the web, typing up assignments, or shopping online with 100 tabs is really easy. Even heavier tasks such as editing 4K video, editing raw photos, and watching YouTube videos and transferring files all at the same time work seamlessly. You'll never find yourself needing more performance, which is great, and very rarely will the computer slow down or stutter. I'm almost certain that the M1 chip will be able to power the laptop through the next few years. The battery is actually pretty amazing on this laptop too. It can easily get me through the whole day with heavy use, and there's no need to have anxiety attacks about running out of battery during class, or lowering your screen brightness constantly to save battery life. If you're a light user, you might even be able to get a few days worth of use with this battery. I know I usually get like 5 days of use when there's no school, so there's that. The laptop also doesn't overheat or get hot even without a fan, which means it stays cool and silent. But the best part is, you're getting all of this for only $9.99 USD. That, for such a complete premium package, is such a steal, and much better value than any of the Windows alternatives you can find. And if you're a student, you can use the educational discount to get $100 off, and even free AirPods during the back to school promotion. As for the configuration, the 7-core GPU is basically the same as the 8-core, so don't upgrade to that. If you want to perform heavy tasks on your laptop, then you're going to need 16GB of RAM, otherwise 8GB should be enough for you. However, 512GB of storage is a must nowadays. With 256GB, you'll easily run out of storage and find yourself trying to clean out your files really often. That being said, there are some people who might not find the MacBook good enough for their needs. Those who need specific programs only compatible with Windows won't be able to use these MacBooks because there isn't really a real solution to using Windows on a MacBook yet. And because this laptop is running on an ARM chip, Parallels and other emulation software can only run the ARM version of Windows, which is pretty crappy and doesn't have full support for a lot of apps. Gamers might not want to buy this laptop as well because you can't really play any games on macOS. However, most students looking for a nice premium laptop to take their notes and do their assignments will be thrilled with this laptop. If you have an iPhone or iPad to pair along with it, you'll be able to experience more Apple magic like AirDrop, Clipboard Sync, and iMessage. Oh, and for those extra budget students who are looking to save some money, watch this video right here where I'll tell you about the Apple Refurbish program. And that's it for the video. I hope I helped you learn more about the MacBook and make a purchase decision. Feel free to ask any burning questions you have down below in the comments, and I will try my best to answer any of them. And that's it for the video. I hope I helped you learn more about the MacBook and make a better purchase decision. Feel free to ask any burning questions you have down below in the comments, and I'll try my best to answer all of them. And if you like this video, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel because there's a lot of awesome content planned for the remainder of the year. Good luck during the school year for all the students out there, stay safe, and see you guys in the next one.